Good morning and welcome back to Summit Sunrise here on TV8 Summit. And I am joined as promised by Doyle Richmond, but it's not just Doyle. We have like the whole crew here this morning. We have Chanel Richmond. That's right. Good morning. Welcome everybody. Chanel, it's good to see you as always, my little fashionista girlfriend. What's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, it's good to have you.
There's more going on than nothing.
I'm going to act class today.
You're going to act class today. And what are you acting?
We're doing this fairy tale theme, and there's Little Red and the Big Bad Dating Games, and then Always and Nevers of Fractured Fairy Tales, and then there's my play, Silver Socks and Goldilocks Go to IKEA.
Silver Socks and Goldilocks Go to IKEA. That sounds like a lot of fun.
They came up with this on their own, by the way.
Really?
It's them, and they obviously got help writing it, but the concept is with the kids.
Oh my gosh, that is so fun. So it's kind of your creative brainchild. You thought this up.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice work. And you're doing that all day today?
Mm-hmm, from 10 to 2.
10 to 2. Wow, where are you doing that?
At my studio in Frisco at Alpine Dance Academy.
Nice. Well, that'll be a ton of fun for you. And then I also want to introduce Deb. Deb, good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And Deb and Doyle, you guys have worked. You guys work together.
Yeah, Deb joined me in August, and she has a pretty extensive real estate background from Arkansas, and she's been a perfect fit. She's walked right in and jumped in and made everything happen in a really smooth fashion. So we're really happy, and so are a bunch of other people that we have her with us.
Well, happy people. That is always a good thing. But I want to talk about your expertise here in the High Country. You've been here for like 25 years, which, I mean, you're 26, so it's impressive.
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
But it's, you have a family, but you've been here, pre-kids, with kids, and your children, span the age group here, so you know what you're talking about.
Actually, Beckham, our youngest, is at Team Summit today. He's 6, will be 7 next month. But he asked me, I said, Dad, how'd you end up in Keystone? It's to show that you and Mom don't have to fly to Denver. And I had to explain the story to him that we grew up going to skiing our whole lives. And he gets it, he takes it for granted.
Right,
But for us, living in California at the time, we went skiing. And then my younger brother ended up in Breckenridge, and he said, hey, Doyle, you got to come out to Breckenridge. That was about 25 years ago. And as you said, I mean, I did the 3 jobs like a lot of people did to get myself going.
Right.
But I had a commercial real estate background, and then got involved more and more into the residential real estate, and it's obviously been a good career. But as you mentioned, I mean, I have my own kids. I've been helping families, all different age brackets, retirees, and so from all those experience, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The more time you spend with people, and you and I being up here as many years, I'm always discovering something new. Someone else is sharing something new with me.
I know. I think that's one of the things we love about it.
Yeah. So you're sharing your experiences, and I think that's ultimately what the people from, whether they're from Denver or from other places across the country, are looking to have those similar experiences for themselves and for their families.
Right, so you and Deb can kind of help to showcase, everything that there is to offer. And I want to mention your website, because I think that your website is a crucial piece to the real estate pie here, and it really makes it easy, Doyle.
Yeah, I mean, Deb has helped, evolve that, and Dave in the past helped put things together. But they're on featured properties right now, which just happens to be our listings.
Okay.
And we think we have some amazing properties. We wish we had more of them. We've been selling our listings. Deborah, you got to slow down selling properties, Deborah. But you can look in, you can see all the details on the property, and those are just the featured properties. But if you want to do if you want to do a search, you can go.
Oh, I love the search.
You could just go back and say, hey, I want to do parameters of whatever it is, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I want to be $300,000 to $500,000, and I want to be in these areas, and it's going to pull up all the properties that fall into that particular classification. And then the potential people that are interested are going to peruse through those listings and say, oh, Doyle and Deb, why is this property priced at this point?
Sure.
What's the rental income on this? Where is this exactly located? What they're going to ask a lot of different questions that are pertinent, to making a decision.
Sure, sure.
And then ultimately, Deborah and I are going to spend time with them on the phone, by email, and hopefully in person, and really educate someone on the market. I always say, at the end of the day, you're going to know a lot about real estate and a lot about activities and the lifestyle of Summit County.
It's the whole thing is an educational process, right?
You're like a giant tour guide, but you're throwing the real estate aspect into it too.
Right.
And they're going to make a decision. This is right for us or not right for us, and that formula's worked really well for us. So we're happy about it.
It's true, and I think what's really nice to notice as well is that you on your listings you have things are affordable, because mountain real estate can be a little bit, you hear mountain real estate and it's like, you think sticker shock, but you actually have you have listings in the hundreds.
Yes, I think they're going to go through some slideshows here showing different areas of Keystone. And a lot of times you'll see price ranges, as you just said, Justine, that start with a $100,000 to $200,000 range. And when I say that, or we're talking about that, I mean, some of those properties are right walking distance to the slopes.
Right.
So there's sometimes a misconception that mountain real estate is out of your range.
Right. But you're here to prove that that's not the case.
And there's a whole other aspect of the quarter share concept, where you might have $1 million tastes, but instead of buying $1 million property, you can buy a property for own a quarter of it for roughly $250,000 to $300,000.
See, that is music to my ears, because I definitely have $1 million taste, and I just haven't quite gotten there yet. I mean, I'm just, where's that winning lottery ticket, Doyle?
I think it's pretty safe to say that all of us have $1 million taste, but sometimes you look at things and say, you know what, this will work. And a lot of times we work with families to say, hey, I could go buy that 3 to 4 bedroom house, Doyle, but I think I might be better served to get my feet wet and go with that 2 to 3 bedroom condo townhome, see how things work, see how the rental program works, and then down the road, if I want to upgrade myself to a bigger property, I can. So that's the beauty about real estate. You can use it, you can rent it on out to help cover some of your costs. And to your point, it's really, I think it's still pretty darn affordable, but the activity's up tremendously, and inventory's down, and prices are going up. So from a buyer standpoint, this is a time to get involved.
Get on it.
Yeah, from a seller standpoint, all you sellers out there, give Deb and I a call. Let's analyze your property, because you got some opportunities now. If you've been waiting for the market to come back, it's been back.
Okay, so you heard it first, folks, from Doyle and Deb here. And to get more information, Deb, what is your website?
www.doylerichmond.com.
Perfect.
Yep,
DoyleRichmond.com.
I think it's up there.
Yep,
and our phone number's tied to my pocket, so give us a call.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining me. It's wonderful to see your smiling face, Chanel. I hope you have a good time at Acting Camp today. And Deb, so nice to have you here in our studio. And, Doyle, you're okay too.
Yeah.
Good to see you. As always, give Doyle and Deb a call. They're wonderful listeners, and they will really help you out and hold your hand through this whole real estate process up here in the High Country. And we have Watch and Win coming up next. 2 free tickets to Copper Mountain. Don't go anywhere.